Hello everyone, welcome to the OSRL Round 8 season of the T1 OSRL season. Sorry for mixing that up, but we're here back after the winter holidays, a 2-week break, but we are back again for the OSRL season. It's round 8 and we're around Azerbaijan here. It's the Grand Prix, of course. Here I'm very excited. I need to get used to commentating a little bit again on my own. I've done it in a little bit, so just need to get used to it. Sorry for my mistakes, but that's fine. Everyone makes mistakes. Flo, welcome to the stream. We're here for the Grand Prix. I'm excited. How's everyone doing in the chat right now? As people now going out for qualifying. We're seeing that Scuderia Sepp and Twitch Lemon, both high runners in the championship, are both not here today. So this is a chance for drivers like Euro Matthias and Koen to score some good points to maybe even pull away or of course close up to the people in front of them. This is of course a very interesting circuit, with it being a street circuit, and Euro Matthias of course has retired for stalling at the back. Put up the track map, that I will do. Thank you very much. There we go. Hopefully everyone is good. It's gonna be a very exciting Grand Prix here. As Reza started this lap, one of the first to have started this lap, behind Mobikick in the Alfa Romeo. Doing very neat and tidy so far into Sector 1. This Sector 1 split is a 34-8. I don't think that's that competitive, because Reza is going slightly faster. Simon, welcome to the stream, my man. How are you doing today? You're just laughing your ass off right now. I love it. If you're laughing, I'm laughing. I hope everyone wins. That's not possible, unfortunately, but I agree with you. There we go. I hope everyone wins, even though that's not possible. Well, we'll see. Hopefully you're having a good day. Hopefully you're gonna enjoy the OSRL race here today. Round 8 in the championship. I'm in Baku here. Mobikick nearly hitting the wall. Very close. Middle split sector of 115.3. Thank you, sir. No worries, no worries. Let's have some fun here today. As Mobikick is now going to the back. He does have a little bit of slipstream from Lucas's car. Very nice. Very nice. He's going. That gains at least like 4 tenths at least. It's going to the line now. It's a 39.3 so far. Prediction for the race. I'll go for a Koen win, since he's at the front and he's looked very competitive before the actual race, so he's looked very fast, so the odds are with him to win. Prain looked very fast, so he could be on the podium this weekend. Luis now goes fast with a 38.3, which is decently competitive. Will at least put him in the top 6, I think. Pretty decent time. Also now Prain put in a 38.8. That's not that competitive. At least he can go quicker still. So for the bank lap, it's alright. Decent lap there from Luis. There in the Ferrari. Of course, this is equal car performance, so the Ferrari won't be as bad as in real life. So it's all about the drivers right now. Prain, Flo and Koen looking strong. Well, unfortunately Flo is not actual racing. He's not here today. He will be back next week, which we always love to see. He's as now Koen goes fast with a 38.1 for his first banker lap. That is a very decent time there. Puts him in pole position right now. As Marty goes full fast with a 38.9. He's a reserve driver right now. Of course, McLaren haven't scored any points today and will not again today, since reserve points don't actually count towards the Constructors' Championship. That's unfortunate for McLaren. Their scoreless streak continues here in Azerbaijan. But it doesn't mean we won't have an exciting race today for you here today. After, of course, the winter holidays have finished, we are back, hopefully to do better here, and of course have a night. Why is there a rainbow at the McLaren car? They added that in the real life season, and Cope Masters of course try to replicate every livery, which is quite a nice thing. It's, of course, they are saying everyone's the same, like every human is pretty much like we should respect each other, and that's a nice touch there from McLaren, so much respect to those guys, of course. Gotta respect each other, that's important. Prain's only finished in the points only twice this year, but it would be nice for him to see him finishing in a good position. Definitely, I 100% agree with him, and he's looking pretty strong right now in a top 3 spot right now, but there's still some drives needing to post a lap, so it's gonna be cool. As now Martin is going out for an out lap, he's definitely gonna save one set it seems, because he's waited pretty much for guys, or just one tire set, maybe for the race, could be a late safety car, you never know. Now Lucas is starting his lap. We have ordered 4 front wings for this man because he thinks he's gonna crash loads, so that's the confidence we love to see, and we're gonna give him some front wings for it. I think that will be a nice touch. Only 8 drivers set the lap so far. Euro Matthias, of course, starting at the back, so 14 drivers needing to post a lap here. Don't expect a lot of penalties here because the track limits are not really there, because if you do go wide or turn in too early, you will hit the wall on the beginning of the corner, or on the exit you might hit the wall. So don't expect really a lot of warnings there or penalties. Unless you make contact with another, you could get a fasting penalty, but not really 3-second penalties for multiple warnings. Don't expect to see them. There are of course some corners where you can get warnings on the exit after the castle section. We're looking on board with Racer right now. Here on the exit you could get a warning if you're not careful enough. Beuxy has joined the chat. Love it, come on. So it's gonna be really interesting here. Who's gonna play this well here? And there's still loads of rounds to go, so the championship could still get very interesting. Maybe Luis can have some form and go up towards those guys in the lead, especially with Scuderia Set and Tushram not being here today. It could be a very exciting race, and it could open up a lot of opportunities still for a lot of drivers to score some good points here. Now, a lot of drivers are now going out for the second lap, because of course, Wout, see you soon, my man. Qualifying start, you need to join in 5 minutes. Oh, he's already joined. There we go. Love to see it. That means we are gonna have 16 drivers in, and potentially 17 with Wesley starting at the back, together with Wout, which we always love to see. 17 drivers, not too bad. Why don't they use braking assist? These drivers of course are in tier 1, they don't really have to use braking assist. Most of them have experience enough of driving. One thing that's certain for today is that Matthias will definitely keep the championship lead. Thank you for the facts, Flo, love that. So Matthias will keep the championship lead today, but it could get interesting. Will Matthias score points today? Can Koen catch up? Can Luis maybe close up? I don't know how far away he is from the actual leader, which is Matthias, of course. But he could close up if he has a decent position here. Of course, he did score top 3 in Austria 2 weeks ago, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know about you guys in chat right now. Let us know right now, because I'm looking forward to it, and you need to join the bandwagon. As now Luis is starting on his second run. Just ahead is a Red Bull of Martin, who's now in P6. Decent time there, of course. You can get a good result here. So Wouter for the win, aka last year. Definitely, my man. Let's go for it. Luis not hooking up the apex as nice as I would have liked, but he doesn't make a major mistake. I don't think it's one of his favorite tracks, so he just gotta minimize the damage here. I think he did the exact same time as he did on his first run, so definitely not a clean lap so far. Of course, the track does grip up more and more if the drivers post laps, so the track will get quicker and quicker and quicker. So Luis has got to find the limit. He will have one run after this potentially. It's a very long track and he makes a mistake there on the exit. That doesn't help him at all. There, so that lost him at least 2 or 3 tenths. It's not a longer straight here. Moving on now. Go to the final sector. He is really pushing hard. Allow him to make mistakes and he spins into the wall. Thankfully not damaging the suspension, just the front wing. But there's a mistake there from Luis. Pushing too hard and hitting the wall. As is now, a couple of seconds ago we saw Koen going past him. We don't know with the second time, but it's looking very nice here for Koen. Can he improve his advantage towards Luis here, who did make a mistake on the second run? There comes Koen to the line. In the Mercedes, there he comes and will be a 37.9, improving his advantage to 4 tenths from the Ferrari driver. So decent advantage there from Koen with only 5 minutes left. Only 5 minutes left in the qualifying session now. Koen really pushing hard, 4 tenths ahead. And yes, Simon, you're definitely right. Luis crashing doesn't help at all. And yes, it did crash. Marty, interestingly, is going for a set of mediums. I don't know why, because he's got himself on the softs. And he's got front wing damage. So I don't know what strategy this is, but I love it. I love it. Moby Kick also on a run here. It's not competitive lap because, I think he's gonna go for a third one here. Going to the pits now. Gotta be careful. Looks like he nearly lost the rear here. There's only 4 drivers still, or 3 drivers still need to post a lap of Frenzy, Rick Elite and Obasi. Koen, of course, going for his bank or out lap right now, or just going back to the pits. He will make another run, it seems like. He's only about 20 seconds away from the pits right now, from his Mercedes box, where Prain is still in the box right now. Of course, he's waiting to do another run in P3 right now, so decent position. But expect Marty to improve. Moby Kick, maybe even Martin to get close to him. Then again, Prain can improve on his time to maybe even get close to Luis here, who is splitting both Mercedes right now. Something we would love to see in real life, but we hope it actually happens in the game, that's for sure. Now a couple of drivers are going out for the final runs. Definitely one is Obasi, who's done 35 flat. This will be his last run. Rick posting a 140.8. Can he improve? I don't think he can. There's not a lot of time left in the qualifying session. There goes Obasi. Obasi is now going past the middle sector here. No major mistakes here. If he can get into 39, that will at least put him P7, potentially even P6, but that doesn't help him at all. Hitting the wall there. At 115.2 is his middle sector split. Now going towards the line. There is a car ahead of him who can give him a bit of slipstream, which will improve his time. Can he get anyone near his teammate, who's on a 39 flat right now? Using DRS now. There is indeed a racing point ahead of the Nacho Man. Where will he end up? And it's P6, just behind his teammate indeed. So, like we expected, Obasi in P6 right now. With that mistake, he could have potentially been P5, but that's a decent lap there for both Alfa Romeos. Alfa Romeo in P5 in P6 right now. Can't say they're not too... They will be happy with it, I'd say so. Decent position there, but still guys have to post a lap, so expect guys to move around still. This is going to be a very exciting ending to this qualifying session. And there is, I think, a little bit of a qualifying glitch where they don't add like 20 seconds to the timer, so there's maybe like 20 seconds still of time left to go for. So yeah, Koen is out now, so it says there's 110 left, but I expect like 40 seconds, 30 seconds extra still on the timer, so those drivers can actually make it. Potentially even a minute extra, because otherwise they're just not gonna make it to complete their laps. You see Koen going kind of fast, Prain slowing behind him. Why don't they just all team up and win? I mean, yeah, I wish it was that easy, to be honest. But yeah, that's not that the case. It's unfortunately not what if a game is where they all can win. Unfortunately, they can only win one guy, and that's going to be announced at the end of the race, of course. 26 laps around this Azerbaijan circuit. It's a beautiful circuit, street circuit, of course, looking very nice. Now Luis has started his lap for his third run. Can he get anywhere near Koen and improve his advantage and out-qualify Prain? That should be his main objective. He's a 10th. He won the 10th, but I don't think that's enough for him to get pole. He must find some more time. Martin in the background there as well. What can Luis do in the Ferrari? And Martin, who's in P8 right now. Looking very clean, doesn't make any major mistakes, that's very important here. Koen starting his lap right now. Prain also going on his lap any moment now. Martin goes P3 in the McLaren. Very decent position there. Oh my god, Luis very aggressive in the corner. Doesn't invalidate. And he is only winning 210, so that is not enough for pole position. Not enough to get pole position here around Baku. Azerbaijan going towards the line now. What can this Ferrari do down the straight? Does he have more straight line speed than Kumba? I don't think this will be pole position for Luis. Coming towards the line now, it will be 38-1. He barely improved. Got close to Koen, but indeed not enough for pole position. So it's Koen's to win so far. Prain is retired, so that means Marty has outqualified him in the McLaren. Very good result there for the McLaren reserve driver. So that's very decent. Mobike couldn't improve. Obasi just going towards pits, letting everyone improve. So I think that's qualifying done for everyone. Reza into the top 10. And it looks like someone moved into the top 10. I think it was Crypto Plus moving Reza down, who actually just moved in the top 10, but it's now down in P11. That does mean he can use a free set of tires. Same for Lucas, because Frenzy's pipped him down to P11. The Williams in P10 right now. The only Williams in this career or in the league right now. So Koen does improve his advantage by another 10th, putting a 37.8 right now. Very decent lap here. And I think that's qualifying done. No more drivers on the lap right now. So that means Koen has got pole position ahead of Luis. Martin in the top 3, very good position there. Prain in P4, Mobikik in P5, Obasi P6, Danachaman in P7, Motson P8, Crypto Plus in P9, and Frenzy rounding out the top 10 in P10. Lucas will be in P11, he can choose a free set of tires, including with the guys behind him, with it being Reza in P12, Underboss in P13, Rick Elite in P14 and P15 for Euro Matthias. And then in P16 we will have Woutru in. And that will be the grid for today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Therefore means AlphaTauri's got work to do in P14 and P15. Mercedes therefore won this qualifying session in P1 and P4. As we're now seeing Lando Norris has apparently joined. Can therefore clickbait that. That Lando Norris in our league race. Same for Albon and George! He's in here, so that's always very exciting. There we go. Have them meme guys in the F1 right now. There we go. It's hype right now. Let's go. Easy up, boys. Don't get ahead of yourself, my man. Come on. So now it's looking at the grid right now. As you see, Alpha Tauri's got work to do for sure, but Euro Matthias has got the pace for it to make up. Let's go towards the race now. Us now here for race day here in Azerbaijan. It looks to be that it's gonna be a dry race here in Azerbaijan. Can we have the guys who are racing right now in the chat say if it's gonna be a dry race? Because of course I need the weather report right now as quickly as possible. Would be nice. But it looks like we're gonna have a dry race, even though there are some clouds behind there. That massive building, yeah. Like a massive cloud there, yeah, you see it, yeah. There we go, beautiful, beautiful. There could be spots of rain there. You never know. You never know if it's gonna happen, but we hope so because we love rain. Let's hope it's gonna do a rain dance. Yeah, let's go. Hell yeah. It's now reading up. People choosing their strategies right now. Of course, having the optimal race set up for them, of course. Also now going out for the formation lap. Of course, no actual straightaway race start, just a formation lap to warm up their tires. Drives on the softs have to be kinda careful so they don't overdrive their tires. Would be nice. Of course, if you do make contact with another driver behind on the formation lap, you will get removed from the formation lap and you have cold tires for the start of the Grand Prix, which is something you don't want, so you gotta be kinda careful. 16 drives in for the 26 lap race right here. About 1:42 lap time it is, 1:41. It's gonna be a bit slower, of course, with high fuel, all the tires, race fuel, and general carnage in potentially the castle section. Turn 2 can always bring up surprise, turn 3 as well. Turn 2 saw, of course, an accident with Perez. In 2019 you had an accident with Leclerc in the castle section. In 2017 you had Hulkenberg with the inside wall before the castle section. Don't know how anyone's gonna do that apart from Nico himself, but that's fine, I'll leave that up to Nico, whatever he does. You can of course crash on the exit of coming to sector 3, so the quick left-hander. It's kind of quick. You slow down of course massively, but you can hit the wall on the exit there. And of course the main straight will be carnage, with it being the longest straight on the F1 grid, the F1 calendar. So it's definitely going to be an exciting race here with some interesting spots here. A lot of decent overtaking opportunities, but of course it's a street circuit, so any mistakes potentially will be punished by this track. I'm hyped for it. Let's do this. As now Koen is nearly coming to the grid with Luis and Marty kind of far away from him. You see Woutru is still, just getting past this chicane, which is very tough there for a lot of drivers. Very tough, very underrated I'd say in Formula 1. It's not the easiest sector to get right. Woutru slowing down loads here. Going for the strategy that everyone has gonna have cold tires. There he goes, he's gonna have a quick exit to the line here. Now cars are now starting to line up for the start of this Grand Prix. Now all the cars have lined up. We're waiting for the start of this Grand Prix. And it's... We're waiting. Predictive strategy right here. And it's lights out, and away we go. It seems a good start there from Koen. Luis has got a better start though, he's on the inside. Prain's also up to P3, getting past Obasi, and there's a spin. Slight spin there, but the drive seemed fine. Luis has taken the lead out of Koen. And Obasi up to P3 again. Both overtaking. Oh, Wouter's got a penalty with collision with Lucas. Major car and safety car already. I can't keep up, sorry guys. I can't keep up. There's been loads of accidents. It seems like Wouter has collided with Lucas, who has collided then with Rick, Reza, and then some cars ahead. Interestingly, Matthias has managed to keep the car safe with no damage in P12 right now. There's a safety car after lap 1. And this is what we are fearing might happen. The cause of a safety car is very high here. And yeah, and see, it has happened. Luis has taken the lead from Koen. Koen having not the best launch here. It looked like he had the better launch, but Luis potentially through second and third gear had a better launch and now has taken the lead ahead of the Mercedes driver. Obasi starting in P6 has taken the lead, and looked like Prain made a mistake in the castle section right here, and he's picked up damage. Prain's picked up damage from the exit. Safety car came out even before that happened, so God knows what happened. That was very interesting. But Prain has picked up damage. Expect him to pit. Moby Kick hasn't picked up, I think, any damage. Martin has picked up no damage. Marty starting P3 has lost 4 positions, so that's quite bad for him. No damage though, and no damage on the Nachman. Cryptoplat seems to have no damage. Yes, that's true. Frenzy no damage. Underball seems fine on the hard tires, of course, starting outside the top 10. Can choose whatever tires he wants. And Lucas, unfortunately, has picked up damage with Boutru, Rick, Reza and stuff. Now Obati is pitted from P3. Yeah, 3, 4. I think a couple of guys pitting. Getting rid of the soft tires. Getting a new front wing on. That's the first front wing for Lucas. We're gonna have to count on. 1 front wing for Lucas. He has 4 in reserve, because we ordered him for that. So don't worry, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, Lucas. You're gonna keep going. There we go. But the grid has formed up very interestingly. Martin now in P5 after starting P8 in the grid, so decent start there, just managed to keep it clean. Martin's got unfortunately a penalty. Some drivers have penalties, which will, I don't think they have served it behind safety car. Oh, they have. I think some drivers have, including Boutru has saved the 5-second penalty behind the safety car, which allows them to catch up and have no penalties. Apart from Reza, who's now in the top 10. Frenzy's moved down. I don't know what happened there. Frenzy was in the top 10, I thought, but he's now in P13, so something must have happened behind safety car, which I wasn't aware of. So if anyone has got incidents they have to report, you can leave it, of course, with report an incident section, and the stewards will have a look into it if any penalty is necessary. Here's the pit stop strategy right now. You can go for the 1 stop from soft to hard, and or either 2 stop from soft, medium, medium. Expect most drivers to go for the hard tires just to make the 1 stop. It's not the longest pit lane, so I don't know what strategy everyone wants to go on, but it's going to be very interesting here. A lot of drivers can maybe switch up. Maybe Koen does switch it up and go for like 2 medium sets, so you can have a bit of pace advantage on the 2 sets. I think it's about a 22-second pit lane here. Of course, you have a slight corner going into the pit lane, and then you have to, of course, slow down. So it's a tricky pit lane right here. You have to get right, and even on the exit you can get damage here. So it's really important. You have to be careful for the pit lane, because it could ruin your race. And now Moby Kick is pitting behind safety car here, so he is also one. Both Alfa Romeos having decided to get rid of the soft tires, and I think he is going for a set of mediums. Don't know what set he's going for, doesn't show on the screen, and he is going for sort of set of hard tires. So he is potentially looking to go till the end of the Grand Prix here. That could be a, I'm not saying it's going to be a winning strategy, but it definitely could gain him some positions. He does have to do a lot of tire management, because yeah, 20, that's at least 23 laps on these medium, or sorry, hard tires. It's going to be tough, it's going to be tough. But expect maybe him with a lot of crash ahead, maybe another safety car could happen. So drivers have to be careful. As Luis is pretty much showing that safety car is going too slowly and he wants to warm up his tires. Because he nearly hit the safety car, and of course if you hit the safety car, the chances will be that you will be disqualified from this race. Which no one wants. Praying with the damage, I think. He has got damage and he's staying out. Let me check if that damage is actually true. Yes, it is. There is in-play damage for Praying. Don't know why he's not pitting. It's not the best strategy, because he's gonna lose a lot of time. Martin is now P4, moving up one position from both Alfa Romeos, pitting behind the safety car. Marty without penalty is of course in P5, losing one position. I think he actually hit him. I just a slight bang there, of course, and the safety car is gonna go into this lap. Quite a late call. I expected the safety car, if it was gonna come in, to have a late or earlier call, but it happened. Luigi's got a 5-second penalty. Same for Koen, making contact behind the safety car, or making contact with each other. Of course, guys, you have to be careful with the safety car. Koen, I think, was a little bit too excited, and there goes Luis. Luis going for the very early one. Of course, you can't overtake him to the line, and Frenzy and Lucas, and they've crashed behind the safety car. Ricky Lee has got a 5-second penalty, and Wouter has got a 5-second penalty. Is there another safety car? No. Oh, sector 3 is the yellow flags, and Koen is taking the lead. Too much chaos to get. Oh, it's now Martin in second place. What's going on? Martin in second place. He's making contact. He spun. And there's damage for the McLaren. Oh my god, what's going on? I can't keep up with this. Martin was in second place. Has spun now. He's got no damage, but it's Luis now in second place. Koen is pulling away in the lead. Easy race win for him, it seems. Right now at the moment. Luis has picked up damage. Nachman in P3 right now without penalty. So what's going on right now? Martin in P4, Prains in P5, Marty in P6, Matthias in P7 on the hard tires. He's gonna be quick at the end, but he's got to get through the carnage in the midfield. He's done very well here, but what's going on this race so far? It's an absolute chaos right now. Again, Lucas and Rick crashing, even behind the safety car. So it's very, very chaotic right now here. As Koen is really pulling away, getting his head down and creating a 4.2 second gap here to Luis. And now look at the Natchaman being so close to him, 4 tenths behind the Ferrari driver. He's got to be careful. Could he potentially score a podium? Of course, Martin is behind him as well with no damage, and Martin seems quite competitive. Martin is not the quickest driver, but he's very consistent here, and it's showing right here with him being in P4. Of course, he's the only Red Bull in, because his teammate Scudericept is not here today, so he's got to score the points for Red Bull here. And he's now in the slipstream of the Natchaman, using his ERS. Same for, there goes the Natchaman overtaking Luis. Luis, I think, is in the pits. Luis is leading into the pits. That promotes the Natchaman up to P2, with Martin in P3, Prains in P4, and Matthias already up to P5. Incredible so far for Matthias, but we expect him from this Matthias to be so clean from the start, just to be cautious from the start, and it shows. It actually pays off being safe in the beginning. Look, he's now in P5, so he's doing really well. Just staying safe, and he's now behind Prain. You can see P2 there, so his pace is good right now, but Koen has got the push. He's got that, I think, about a 7-second advantage to Matthias, who's of course his main rival right now. Lucas retiring in P16, I think, yeah, of course, him being at the back and potentially no safety car again. I think race is pretty much over now. Rick has pitted as well, and I think Moby Kick is pitted as well. So his pitting bad safety car really hasn't worked out. But now Martin is crashed behind in the castle section. Talk about him being consistent. Now he's crashed now in the castle section, so that definitely didn't help out. Obasi on P6. Obasi having pitted behind. He's crashed nearly. He's crashed. Obasi's crashed. Obasi, I was about to say he's looking so good, and then he crashes behind with a Cryptic Plus, looking like a quite optimistic move, but he's got damage now, and that ruins his race so far. I can't keep up with this, guys, to be honest. It's absolutely insane right now. Koen with that 5-second penalty will probably get removed unless it gets served into the pit lane. The Natchman in P2 with Euro Matthias in P3. The Natchman could score a podium right here, which of course we would love to see. Absolutely crazy race right now, but the guys are pushing very hard. Prain's now falling behind Matthias. Of course, he has got the damaged front wing. It's actually a good thing he didn't pit, otherwise he would have been in the chaos of the midfield. So Prain having done the good thing right now, and it's in P4. Cryptok having crashed with it was Obasi, is on P5 with no penalties. Martin now slowly catching up again to the back of Cryptok. Of course, he was in P3, nearly P2, and then he unfortunately crashed in the castle section, so that's unfortunate for him. Again, I'm kind of jinxing stuff this race, but that's fine. Drivers have to be careful here. Koen really building an advantage to the Natchman, as Matthias in P3 is so close to the Natchman here. Expect him to overtake him on the main straight, maybe even before it. Now, the Natchman seems to be struggling on the soft tires, really helping his fellow countryman Koen here. Look how much quicker Matthias goes through that corner here, the left-hander. Matthias really proving to be very quick on the hard tires. Of course, soft tires are going off about after 5-6 laps. Expect drive to pit for the hard tires nearly. And there goes Matthias. Even before the DRS line, he is gonna overtake him. Not surprised there. As now Matthias up to second place. But the Natchman already making a pit stop. A very early pit stop here. He doesn't speed, so good thing. The Natchman going for the undercut. Of course, he's on a podium place right now, so that's very good. As Prain also in the pit, Martin also in the pits, so that promotes Cryptic Plus up to P3, Race up to P4, the Underboss up to P5, Frenzy up to P6, and the Natchman now in P7. He's the lead driver, of course, from the drives who are behind him, and Luis still in the race is pushing. Martin's had the fastest lap here. He is in, which position is he? He's in P9. He's on the mediums in the McLaren, so showing he's got decent pace here. Luis is still in the race. He's gone for a set of hard tires despite picking up damage, of course on the softs, and he's looking very decent on the race. Lucas, unfortunate for you, I think you wasted 2 front wings, so we had some spare left, but that's unfortunate for you, my man. Hopefully you will have better luck next time, which will be Zandvoort, which is next week on the calendar. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure to subscribe to the OSRL channel and to follow the race in Tier 1. Frenzy now very close to the back of Reza. Reza is on a set of mediums as well in the Renault. He's weaving a little bit, so Frenzy's gotta be careful. Looking a very nice line. Underboss is slightly ahead as well, just 1 second ahead, so it's looking good. As a burp there, I apologize there. Of course, that's not a very nice thing to do. French now in the DRS as Koen goes into the pits now. Serving that 5-second penalty for colliding with Luis behind the safety car. You've got to respect each other behind the safety car, give each other enough room. And now it looks like Frenzy still can't get past here. And Koen is gonna rejoin in between those guys. So can Frenzy come through with Koen to overtake Reza here, as Marty puts up another fast lap with a 42.7. Decent pace right here. critical pass now up to second place with the pit stop of Koen. And indeed, it's such a short pit lane because Koen had a 9-second advantage, stood longer for 5 seconds, and is only about 14 to 13 seconds behind Matthias. So it's a very short pit lane, so the 2-stop isn't actually the worst thing possible. But we'll see as Koen slightly hits the wall. I don't think that would have cost him damage. Oh, Race going pretty slow right here. Gotta get past him, quickly possible. If he can on the main straight, would be the best overtaking spot. Now Luis is slowly catching up to the back of the Nachoman. The Nachoman, of course, in a podium place position. Can he make it worth? I think he can. He's doing quite well right now. A sector 2, there's been a crash. And it's Woodthrough. Yes, Woodthrough in the castle section. I think he picked up damage. Yes, he has. He lost his entire front wing. Charles Leclerc will not be happy with that. Charles Leclerc. I am stupid. He crashes again to the wall. Didn't lose his suspension there. But Woodthrough defo struggling. And he crashed again and he's out. He's out. Will this cause a safety car maybe? Could this cause a safety car? As Lewis is pitting again. Lewis into the pits. Has he picked up damage? Lewis has retired from the session. Lewis is out of the session and is out. Lewis has left the session, unfortunately. So he's out. No safety car it seems. Oh, Reza has got to be careful. Koen has got past Reza at least. So he's now at the back of Underbos. He's got to get past him because he needs to come closer to Matthias. Of course, he's losing valuable time right now. That means that the retirement are now up to 3 drivers. So there's still 13 left in this race. Martin in P8 right now. On the medium tire, so he must make another pit stop. Woodthrough unfortunately left the session as well, having retired. Unfortunate for him. He was driving, I think, with a headache, so hope he gets well soon. It's not, of course. I think it's Frenzy crashes. Frenzy crashes. Big crash right here. Another driver who's crashed. What's going on this race? Another, I wouldn't say contender, but he's stuck it seems. In first gear he was just waiting. Oh dear, he's losing. He lost his front wing entirely right now. He was running in P5 trying to overtake Reza here. And he's now going hopefully back into the pits. Don't lose your suspension, my man, otherwise you're out of the race. Now Underboss is pitting from the hards. So he's making another very early stop. So maybe he picked up some damage. Yes, he has. He's picked up some damage. He's bidding for the mediums. Expect him. I don't think he can make it till the end, but we'll see. Koen, having cleared him, is now going full send it seems. Can he close the gap to Matthias? Matthias leading the race, 18 seconds ahead. Matthias will have the fresher tires at the end. So it's looking good for Matthias right now. Now Obasi is now behind both of the drivers, and Martin and Mobikick. Yeah, Martin making the overtake around the outside. How about that? Up to P7. Martin up to P5, closing up to the Dutchman, who is of course in a net, I think second place, I think third place when Matthias makes a pit stop. But this is for the podium place right now. Martin having to make another pit stop still, so up to him. Prain in P6 could still battle for the podium, and Martin in P7 right now could still close up and also go for the podium. And could Mobikick maybe follow him still. So the race is still open for everyone. I think Koen is slightly gaining on Matthias. Let's check the pace of the drivers. Matthias with no warnings, by the way. 43 flat, just showing that the horse does work after still so many laps. And Koen, what can he do after his first clean lap? A 43.1, so the pace is pretty similar right now. So it's in advantage of Matthias. Koen has just got the push, hopefully to catch up. And Marty makes the overtake work on the mediums. Getting past the Nachoman for the net P3 it seems. So Marty's proving to be very fast right now. And defo quicker than the Nachoman. Can he even close up to Koen maybe a bit? I don't think that will happen, but you never know. Koen is definitely going quite fast right now. Always same pace pretty much. I don't know about Matthias. Matthias in the middle sector right now. Sector 2 of course. So yeah. What can he do? He's about 18 seconds ahead of Koen right now. So it's going to be very close once they rejoin out of the pits. Matthias of course on the hard tires for now will go at the end for a set of soft tires. And Matthias again around the same pace, losing a 10th on his lap at least, or a 10th on his actual time. Koen can't seem to be matching his pace. Let me check if drivers does have damage. And Martin still ahead of Mobikick. They are both battling here on track. Does he have damage? He does not, so that's always good. Donashaman is losing time to Prain. Prain is catching up to him. And Martin is losing time to the drivers ahead of him. And Mobikick is still in the DRS, but he's picked up damage. He has picked up damage, so I think he's picked up damage from the corner before. So Martin is clearing him of the DRS. That's so unfortunate for him. He's gonna make another pit stop here, it seems. For I think a set of mediums, which will make it till the end, I think. 14 to 15 laps. And yes, he is gonna make his pit stop. Yes, he is. There he goes. So Obasi is now gonna rejoin ahead of him. Both Alpha look pretty good, going for the different strategy, having a pit stop behind safety car and hopefully going till the end. That strategy hasn't worked unfortunately, so they're gonna have to make another pit stop here. It's gonna be behind by an Underbot at least, and Reza and Rick Elite is not driving anymore, and Frenzy is now catching up to Rick Elite, but Rick Elite of course not driving anymore, so it's gonna be interesting. The Nachoman pulling away from Marty's pulling away from the Nachoman, and Prains is now in the DRS of the racing point here. What can he do? Of course, having had the front wing change behind or after the safety car meant he has got some more pace. Of course, his teammate is miles ahead, so he won't be able to catch up to him. But can he get the podium? Because Marty still has to make a pit stop. And Cryptoclass could do something maybe as well. He's on the same strategy as Matthias, so it's going to be very exciting for that final podium spot right here. I think anyone would love that podium right now. It will be their first podium of the season. Because of course, Twitch Lemons, Kudriasep, Matthias and Koen are just very fast drivers. Same for Luis, they're just really fast and they'll be on the podium every time. So once that spot comes available, they need to grab it. And Frenzy having absolutely disaster of a race right here. Was in P5 at some point, but now is about to get lapped nearly, it seems. Because, yeah, Frenzy getting a penalty right now. Matthias is right behind him nearly, so Frenzy, his race is pretty much done over. Unless there comes a safety car, even then it will be quite tough for him to catch up. So now Brains has passed the Nachoman. The Nachoman trying his best, but Prain is just proving to be fast right now than him. So it's looking good for Prain, despite having the damage on the lap 1 on the softs. And having a front wing change of course. He is still proving to have decent pace. Let me check his pace compared to his teammate. His teammate, or Prain, is doing 44.7 last lap, and Koen's doing 43.1, so damn, Koen proving to be very fast right now, and Prain just not able to match his pace. But Prain's doing decent, as long as he can go score decent points. I think Mercedes will be very happy with him, doing a solid job. Can Martin now catch up to the Nachoman? And Cryptoclass will be interesting. Koen has now close up to him. Frenzy having a 5-second penalty for speeding. And retire from the race. That means only 11 drivers left, because Rick is pretty much not driving anymore. And there goes Koen. Koen up to second place. So it's now a head-to-head battle against Matthias. Matthias in the lead. Oh, no, I think... Oh, it's of course the Williams retiring. That's the yellow flags, so don't worry about it. Can Martin now catch up? His job is to catch up to Cryptoclaw. Both need to make a pit stop still, so it's gonna be interesting. And now, he hit the wall. Did he get damage from it? I don't think he did. He didn't. He could have maybe some like light green damage, but we never know. At the moment, he has not got damage. Will Prain be able to catch up? As Frenzy leaves the session right now. Unfortunate result for him. Just proving that Azerbaijan, the Baku circuit, very tough for some drivers. Of course, with the Gulf section catching drivers out. It's a tough circuit, I can't lie. So, for the drivers who aren't making mistakes like Cryptoclaw is right now, it proves that you can get quite high up without making mistakes. But that's easy said than done, of course. There we go, the race, we're still just past halfway, so everything's possible still. There could be another safety car still, and the race could be wide open again. It's gonna be very exciting. Now on board with Cryptoclaw in the Haas. His teammate Woodru, who was the reserve driver, has unfortunately retired. But Cryptoclaw was driving a decent race. People haven't seen much of him today, but he's just proven to be clean. Marty, having had damage as well, is coming back to the grid, sliding through the grid, and now up to P4. The medium tires, of course, the medium runners of Matthias and Cryptoclaw will pit, I think, around lap 19, lap 18 to have, and 8 laps to potentially catch up to the drivers ahead of them. That's of course the goal. For the soft tires, the softer tires have the most grip, but will wear off the most, of course. So Koen, his goal is now to catch up to Matthias. Matthias driving a good race in the AlphaTauri. Of course, him and his teammates starting at the back, but Matthias proving to be very fast, of course. We all know that right now, so he's driving a great race again. His standards are really high right now, so when he makes a mistake, it seems like a poor race for him. At sector 2 we've got yellow flags. It's a Cryptoclaw! Talking about Cryptoclaw, he's made a mistake! Cryptoclaw made a mistake! Unbelievable seeds! Why am I jinxing things for drivers right now? It's unbelievable! Cryptoclaw having made a mistake! Oh no, oh no, oh dear, oh no. He was looking very good and now he makes that mistake. And once a mistake happens, you'll be punished by this circuit. And unfortunately this has happened. Prain is catching up quite quickly. Just let him through, my man. There he goes. Yeah, Prain up to P4. This has totally ruined his race. He's retired. Oh no, oh dear, what a disaster. This is safety car. And there we go. The race is wide open again. Safety car. And this means the race will be wide open again. Koen decided to go for the early pit stop here. Koen going for a pit stop straight away. Going for a set of mediums. So no soft tires for him. The race is wide open again. This allows the drivers to close up to each other again. But that's so fortunate for Cryptoclaw. He was driving a great race until he made that huge mistake. And then hitting the wall too hard. Allowing suspension to break. Everyone going into the pits right now. This has saved Marty, who had to make another pit stop. So Marty now up to a legitimate P3. The Nachoman also pitting, Prain pitting, Martin pitting, Obasi pitting, Unibos probably going to pit, and Mobikick pitting. So this race could be wide open again. Drivers pitting for, I think every driver is pitting for mediums, apart from the Nachoman pitting for softs. Prain pitting for mediums, Martin pitting for mediums, and indeed Obasi as well. Mobikick staying out, so he's using that extra lap to have 1 lap fresher tires maybe. Racing also stayed out. Underboss pitting for a new front wing and a set of softs. Rick, if he rejoins, could be back in the race, but I think he's just not a lap down just yet. I think he's a lap down anyway, so I think he's a lap down, so Unfortunate for Rick, but if he rejoins, he could be ahead. But his AI decides to spit, so he'll be lapped down. Wait, so Matthias in the pits. Oh my god, this could ruin this race because Rick's pitting. That means Matthias is gonna get held up by the AI. Oh, this is bad for Matthias. Quick stop there, but Koen. Oh, he's gonna rejoin miles ahead still. Never mind. But if the field was indeed a bit closer, it could have been a lot different. Matthias pitting for set of mediums and indeed rejoining far ahead in the lead. Only 11 drivers, or 10 drivers, sorry, left since Rick doesn't drive, of course, anymore in this race. And there is the safety car, the second safety car of this race. And yeah, this is gonna throw this race wide open. Full ERS for Matthias. Everyone will have full ERS, so the next 8 to 9, even 7 laps will be very, very exciting. Darachaman ahead of Prain still, so Prain must have been jumped by Darachaman, it seems. I don't know. Martin in P6. Are we gonna see some drivers pitting for the softs maybe? I know Darachaman is on the soft tires. They will wear quite quickly, but if it does work out, then he could get his first podium in OSRL, which would be, of course, nice to see. But Prain wants to get a podium, of course, same for Martin and maybe even Obasi. But Martin proving to be very fast. Could he upset maybe Koen, even though Koen is very quick around here. Same for Matthias. Don't know about you guys, but this race proved to be absolutely chaotic like we expected here in OSRL. Azerbaijan proved to be a very difficult circuit for most drivers. As Reza is into the pits, he is indeed pitting for the soft tires. He is going for that soft tires grip for the last about 8 laps. Will be quite tough to manage, but those drivers can do it. We just not by any safety car, so I'm just gonna save my voice for the last bit of the race. Of course, safety car is not as interesting as high or the when of course cars go to full speed again. So I'm just gonna save my voice a little bit. Talk to you guys in the chat right now if you're still watching the stream. There should be 5 people watching right now. So, but my voice is slightly going, so I'm trying to save my energy for the last bit of the race, of course. So here we go. Lap 18 right now. We're gonna have a quick look to how many warnings everyone has. But he is with 0 right now. Very nice for him. 2 warnings for Koen. So if he gets 1 more warning, he could get a 3-second penalty, which could ruin his chance of winning the race. 5-second penalty, of course, was removed by serving it into the pits, which didn't help his race, of course. Marty's got 1 penalty. Drenchman's got 1 warning. Doing quite well here. Prain has got, I think, 2 warnings, so it's also 1 warning away from a penalty. Martin has got no penalties, very clean, well done. Abassi has got 1 warning. Moby Kick has got an invalid lap, so don't know how it's really done that. And then, of course, 5-second penalty, which has been served. Underboss has got 1 penalty and a couple of warnings. Penalty, 1 penalty, 1 penalty and a warning, so our safe car stays out for another lap. So we're gonna go to lap 20. Lucas has finally left the session, so he was in for pretty much the entirety of the race. So fair play to him, even though he was out of the race since lap 5, I think it was, lap 4. The first retiree of the race. As Euro Matthias' car is glitched with the gears right now. Not really what we like. But yeah, that's the way it is. As we are now expecting the safety car to go in this lap. Last safety car was quite chaotic, of course, with the crashes happening, penalties. Don't expect any drivers to pit now, so if any penalty does happen, a 5-second penalty, of course they could report it to the stewards, but it could change the race, the outcome of the race. Once again, we're gonna have a quite late call here. And we're gonna see the safety car measures go in now. There we go. Told you, there we go. Safety car in this lap. As now Prain and Martin are dueling for position. Of course, don't make sure to each other, guys. Matthias taking it very slow, weaving a bit. Of course, he wants to time it perfectly. You can't overtake until the line just yet, so drivers have to be patient. As Race has a 5-second penalty with underbots. So the penalties are happening. And there goes Matthias. Matthias having a good exit there, using all of his ERS against Koen. Koen is not able to keep up with him, despite him needing to be. Koen very close. No crashes so far, it seems. So clean restart. Matthias having a great restart here, using most of ERS right now. And yet there goes Matthias. Matthias proving to be so quick right now. And just Koen is barely able to keep up. Marty keeping a third place here, ahead of the Natchman, who's on the soft. Prain struggling, it seems. Martin proving to be very quick behind him. He's so close behind him. And there goes, I think, Martin. Martin side by side with Prain. He thinks better of it right now. Does Prain have some damage, it seems? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Nearly hitting it. Nearly hitting the castle section. And Matthias has cleared Koen of the DRS, so this is perfect for Koen. Or for Matthias, of course. What am I even saying right now? Marty proving good for his first podium of the season. But can Martin do something about it? Can Prain even do something about it? Can they prove that they're still fast enough? But the Natchman is in the DRS of Marty. He's got full ERS pretty much. That Marty does not, so it's gonna be interesting. the Lecherman using now to stay in the DRS of Marty, and Matthias got fast lap here, so extra point for him, so it's gonna extend his championship lead. And yeah, it's going from Koen here. Prey needs to hope that the Lecherman's tires do fall off at the end. Other. In the DRS of the Lecherman. The Lecherman is not able to follow Marty. Marty proving to have enough pace to get the podium for the McLaren team. At least they have something to celebrate, even though it won't count for the Constructors' Championship. Prey in the DRS, using all of the DRS pretty much. Same for Martin, and a Bossi following as well. Now DRS is enabled, so apologies if I said is he gonna use DRS? Of course there was not, and it was not enabled yet. It is after 3 laps after the safety car. There we go. Martin having a bad exit, so he's gonna lose DRS to Prey and potentially lose position to Abassi here. There he goes, Abassi using ERS. Martin proving no ERS, and there he goes, Abassi up to P6, passing Martin. Martin had pace after the restart, but just not able to use it right now. Abassi, can he follow to Prey now? That's the goal for him right now. Can Mobikek follow Abassi, his teammate? True. And Underbot seems to be struggling, not able to keep up with the cars ahead on the soft tires. It seems like the Lecherman is closing up to the DRS window of Marty. I don't know if he's picked up damage, Marty, but it's getting close. Praying in the DRS still as well of the Lecherman. So his podium battle's not done yet. Again, you see Martin taking a lot more risks than the Lecherman, going a lot wider in the corners. Of course, that does give him more risk of getting damage, so he needs to be careful. Praying very close to the Lecherman now. The Lecherman in the DRS still of the McLaren, so this third place battle is not done yet. Can the Lecherman seal his first podium here with 4 laps to go? And Martin still following the tempo here. Of course, soft tires expected to go off any moment now, or in the next 2 laps at least. Look how tight this castle chicane actually is. It's very tough for the drivers, but I think most drivers have done well here today. Abassi not able to catch up to Prane, but he is clearing Martin. And Martin's got a penalty now, so he's one victim to get a penalty here. So that will lose 1 position to Mobikek at least. drivers behind him are too far behind, and they have penalties as well. Albasi now in the DRS of Prain, and Prain has DRS as well, but Albasi has no ERS, and Prain does have a little bit left. And Marty defending for his life still, pretty much, not, even though they're still quite far behind. Danachaman is struggling to get very close to him. He is close, but not close enough. And now Prain can do it, because Danachaman has no DRS. What can Prain do? Can Prain attack? Attack, attack, attack. Here he goes. He's so close to him right now. And now Martin's lost another position here to Mobikick. He was going to lose that position anyway, but he has now legitimately lost that position. Down to P8. It's been a really poor race so far from Martin. Not proving to be quick enough here today. Prain is close to Danachaman. Danachaman's tires are going off, I think. You can clearly see that with the gap forming to Marty. So Prain's got to get past the racing point if he wants to get that podium. He's going back. Oh dear, doesn't help. Oh, oversteer moment there from Prain. Oh, lagging loads. Prain looking everywhere to get past here. And now Danachaman's got damage. Yeah, Danachaman's got damage. Needs to be careful here. Those guys are lagging a lot. It's incredible really how much they lag right now. But Prain, yeah, look at that. How much damage Danachaman has, and there goes Prain. As Matthias has another fast lap, Koen not able to respond. Prain getting up to P4, but it's gonna be difficult for him now. For him. Oh, he's getting past again. Danachaman, they're 3 wide. Now there goes Prain. They hit each other. Now Albasi's up to P4. What a move from Albasi. Danachaman does not give up. And there goes Albasi up to P4, and Prain hit him. Prain's hit him. Danachaman now down to P6. Can Mobikick close up now? Great move there from Albasi. Albasi is he the one to able to catch up to the back of Marty? The gap is 3.2 seconds. So it's going to be difficult. Hit the wall. He is spun. Oh no, Albasi. Oh. What has he done? This promotes Prain's up to P4, and Albasi's retired from the race. Prain finally up to P4, but was so much time to Marty. Marty's gonna get that podium. It seems like it. Oh dear. Oh, what a disaster for Albasi with 2 laps to go. He's blown away that 4th place. He has deserved to get really, but it just not worked out for him. This promotes Rick up to the points, despite being his ghost car. Marty saying personal best, so he's got that 3rd place confirmed right now. Prain up to P4. It's proving to be a very tough race for him. Just not able to get past drivers, but he has found himself in this P4, so it could have been a lot worse. And now Mobikick, can he do some damage still for Alfa Romeo? Can he get past Danachaman here in the race points? He's got no ERS, so he's got a save. He's going for the inside. That's quite early, hitting the wall. Oh, it's Martin. Martin is on the outside. I didn't expect that to happen. Martin getting past Mobikick here, because he has got a penalty. So can he get past Danachaman? Danachaman's got a little bit ERS. Prain pretty much cleared Danachaman now, the DRS. So we're now onto the final lap of this Grand Prix. Matthias now right now in the lead. He's got one really tough corner to survive, which will be supposed to cause chicane right now. He's done that, so it's looking good for another Matthias win here in OSRL round 8. Cutting the corner slightly, so he's really on the limit still, despite Koen being nearly 4 seconds behind. But it looks to be that Matthias will win another race here in OSRL. And now yellow flags again. Oh, I think the Danachaman has hit the wall. They will promote Martin up to P5. It does. But we're gonna now watch Matthias. Oh, they're battling. It's now Moby kick up to P6. He's hit him! He's hit him! He's hit the wall there. But now Matthias now coming towards the line to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. An absolute great race from pretty much last place, and he's done it. With Koen in second. We're now gonna switch over to the battle for P5. Moby kick broke way too late. Hit Martin, who's gone now into the wall. What will the Dutchman do? The Dutchman will finish P7, it seems like, even though it's P4 like 3 laps ago. Wait, what? What's happened here? Marty's lost podium. Prain's got a podium. What's happened here? I didn't see what happened. What on earth happened here then? Marty, I think, ran out of fuel maybe. I think Marty ran out of fuel maybe. No, he hasn't. What on earth happened here? He hit the wall, it seems. I completely missed it. What on earth happened? And Prain is on the podium. Prain has hit that podium. What a race. Crazy race. Unbelievable. Matthias drives today from P15, of course. Yeah, I'd say so, maybe, but an absolutely crazy race right here. With Prain getting P3. I don't know what happened there at the end. But it defo was something. Marty making a huge mistake there, I think. That must have happened. Where he lost like 6 seconds for sure. So. Oh dear, what has happened there? I didn't much see it because I was watching the battle of Moby Kick and Martin. Well, what a absolute great race with Matthias winning the race from Koen and Prain, so double podium for Mercedes. Haven't heard that one before. With Marty getting 4th place, I don't know how because he was 3rd pretty much in the last corner still. With Moby Kick, I think he hit Motso on the wall, so there could be maybe a penalty still. You never know what the drivers will do. But he's in P5 right now. And of course the Dutchman in P6, so decent results for him still. Martin P7, on the boss P8, Reza P9, Rick Elite in P10, rounding out the top 10. That means we had Obasi retiring, Cryptic Plus, he was in a really good position, so shame for him. Frenzy, Louise, Woutru and Lucas retiring from this race. What a race. I'm gonna end the stream right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll be back next week for the Dutch Grand Prix in Zandvoort, which will be another very exciting race. The driver's gonna go full send for it again, and hopefully we will have another crazy race like this. Bye guys.